stuff. Good stuff. And yeah, important reminder as we get into the 4th of July weekend, we're not looking at excessive heat for San Antonio. We're looking at about average temperatures for us, but make sure you're hydrating as we're going to have a lot of extra time outdoors. And now that we're getting over the hump tonight and a nice downhill slide into this holiday weekend, let's lock in the forecast for your 4th of July plans in 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, America. 6 p.m. on the 4th. We're looking partly cloudy, 90. Temperatures won't be changing much from what we've been experiencing. A little bit of clearing on those skies, mid-80s through about 10. And then we go to about 81 at midnight, maybe a few more clouds by then, but a rain-free forecast for fireworks. It will be breezy, so please take precautions. Be very careful setting off fireworks. When it gets windy, that can get dangerous. On the coast for the 4th. You can look at a light chop on the waters at Rockport, Port A, and then you'll notice that water temperature, that is just right, 87 to 88. Might sound like it's a little too warm, but I promise you, that is what you want. That is just perfect. It's when it's like 81 or 82, that's actually kind of cold to the touch. All right, outside today, we saw some pretty good sea breeze showers across the Texas coast. A lot more rain farther east across Louisiana. We will see a little trough axis of low pressure develop at the beginning of next week, and that's going to be the best rain chances we have on the 14-day forecast. I'll show you the timing. West Texas has got the dry line activated. Now, notice that a few of these downpours look pretty promising west of Corpus Christi. Didn't even make it to Tilden. And then in the city and off to the east, a few little showers. In fact, a couple of rogue showers near Stone Oak and Hollywood Park this evening. So that's why I'm going to put a 10% chance in for tomorrow. Outside tonight at the Quarry Market, we've got red, white, and blue on our smokestacks, celebrating US of A, 2-0 winners. Highlights coming up with Nate in a moment. Right now, we've got 84. Feels like 90. Southeast wind about 15. Occasional gusts are going closer to 20. Dew point at 72. That's why it still feels like 90. We climbed to 94 today, exactly where we should be this time of year. Triple digits. We have yet to see ours. 100 at Pearsall and Cotulla. Now, welcome to July. Let's talk about these numbers. We start with an average high of 94. It's only a 3-degree difference, but when you look at 97, that just looks scary, right? That's the average high by the end of the month as we enter into the hottest time of year for San Antonio every year. Average low will be right around the mid-70s, and we should get just under 2.5 inches of rain this month. Speaking of rain, closing June on a nice 3-month just torrential downpours. Look at that. Nearly 20 inches of rain in just those 3 months. In fact, that's most of what we see in the 2026 gauge, 21.74, which is about 5.5 inches above average. From San Fernando Cathedral, our 14-day forecast, 93 tomorrow, just that 10% chance of an isolated shower. 93 goes to 95 for the 4th. And then here's that rain chance, and it's the best one over the next 2 weeks, 20 to 30% chance over Monday. Heading into the weekend of the 11th and 12th, about a 10 to 20% chance as well. But there goes those fireworks. 95 on the 4th, looking good.